Ye keep its grove, thou glowing shrine of thirst trap scams and dollar signs. We chant in tones both grim and low, for virtue fled a long time ago. Kyrie eleison, Christe descendat, final form Jesus return in wrath. With six-pack glistening, sword in hand, he cometh swift to cleanse the land.
Now, petty respects petty. I don't have a hat, but sir, I doff my glasses to you because this is petty to the max. It is absolutely maladaptive coping behavior, but it's in the flavor that I approve of, so I'm kind of okay with it. A scorned man seeks revenge on his cheating ex in the pettiest way. If my husband ever cheats, I'm texting you for ideas. Who needs closure when you've got a mariachi band marching your ex out? A TikToker from Nashville is going viral for hiring a mariachi musician to musically troll his cheating ex as he packed up and fled their formerly shared apartment. Now, the content creator at Zachary period W posted a clip with the caption, "This is your sign to hire a mariachi performer while your cheating ex moves out." Okay, let me see if I can pull this up. I don't have TikTok, but I do have New York Post, and let me see if I can pull this up so we can actually hear the music. I'm going to have to change screens because I generally have this on a different setup, so I can just go from screen to screen to screen. So give me 1 second, but we should be able to hear this now. I'm getting so multi-talented, sort of. All right, let's see if we can listen. No, they had a... Where is the video? This is... Aha. Okay, wait. How do I talkinate it? Aha. All right, let's hope I don't get copyright struck. If so...
Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, oh, Guajira,
I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know what he's saying.
Hey, Guantanamera,
But I am
Guajira,
hiring a
Guantanamera,
mariachi band.
Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, oh, Guajira, Guantanamera, oye, ¿cómo va? Hey, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera.
That is pretty epic. Sir, I applaud you. I had never thought of getting a mariachi band, but now I want one desperately. It is? Okay, I don't speak Spanish. I did take 4 years of it in high school at the advanced level, but I have absolutely forgotten everything. I do know all of the aquanauts though, or octonauts. So, if you need the very special information of who all the octonauts are or the backyardigans, I can totally tell you. Anything else, I have kind of lost it in the intervening years of momhood. Now, in the video, Zachary can be seen sipping champagne while his ex, never shown by the face and shot from behind, clumsily hauls heavy items like a TV, which he drops mid-stress mariachi serenade. Now, nothing will distract and possibly irritate you more than Mexican folk music loudly played while you're trying to move out of a place. Cue the mariachi, Luis at Luis Estrevano, 48, a NASA retiree who moonlights playing a ukulele, trumpet, and singing, and is decked out in a classic outfit, oversized sombrero, ornate jacket, and matching pants, serenading the ex nonstop. Now, in the video, the performer is seen following the flustered cheater to a parked moving truck outside in the driveway, strumming and singing through the whole 46-second ordeal. The clip has since exploded with 5.4 million likes and over 26 million views. If my husband ever cheats, I'm texting you for ideas, one viewer commented, while someone else added, whatever you paid the mariachi performer, it wasn't enough. The best part is that he will think about this every time he sees a mariachi performer, one quipped. And some took notes on their own petty game. People on this app constantly reminding me that I'm simply not being petty enough. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen someone do to their cheating ex, another quoted. Believe it or not, hiring mariachi musicians to torment an ex isn't even the wildest way people have gotten revenge on cheaters. As the Post previously reported, influencer Alexia Losi caught her cheating boyfriend thanks to her Ring camera and got revenge in a seriously extra way. Thank you. Thank you. On an episode of the Unbothered podcast earlier this spring, she said she plastered hundreds of screenshots of the woman he cheated on her with in the guest room, on pillowcases, under and on top of the sheets, in every cereal box, and even on the effing toilet paper, so that his mom's friends and cleaner would all find them. The Post also covered a woman who got back at her womanizing ex, not by messing with his stuff, but by punishing his Netflix habits. On Reddit's R Petty Revenge, she spilled, my ex cheated and we broke up, but apparently still felt entitled to my Netflix. He'd even created a new profile to watch their shows on my dime. Her comeback was pure petty gold. I didn't yell, I didn't revoke access, but I renamed the profile to cheater and switched it to toddler mode, meaning no violence and maximum parental locks. Even Avatar was a sad cartoon monkey. So there you go. Don't mess with people. Don't cheat. It comes back against you. Now, in a headline that could only come from Florida, y'all, and I do mean only come from Florida. That being said, I am so glad that her puppers is okay, that she is okay. But this headline, y'all. A 70-year-old Orlando woman was left bruised and shaken after biting a pit bull to save her dog from an attack. Shirley Pasmanak was leaving the Plaza Tropical Supermarket in Orlando, Florida, when a pit bull randomly tried to attack her dog. A 70-year-old woman in Florida went to extreme lengths to protect her dog Sparky. On Monday, September 1st, Shirley was leaving the Plaza Tropical Supermarket in Orlando when a pit bull suddenly lunged at her 14-year-old dog Sparky, according to WESH2 and WBLT, and her own Facebook post. It was just out of nowhere and bolted at us, Shirley said. I did everything I could, but we ended up on the ground. Now, in footage shared by outlets, the woman is seen using a cane to hit the pit bull while the animal continued to try to attack her dog. After her attempts to fight off the dog failed, Pasmanak decided to bite the pit bull's neck, resulting in the dog stopping the ambush. I couldn't open his mouth, so I bit him. I had to. I'm 91 pounds. I don't have strength. A man believed to be the pit bull's owner then was captured on closed-circuit television taking the dog away on a leash. Grabbed his leash and walked away, didn't check on us to see how we were, Shirley said of the owner's reaction. Now, authorities are still trying to identify the owner, according to local outlets. People did try to contact the Orange County Sheriff's Office in Florida and the Tropical Plaza supermarket for comment, but they did not receive response by the time they had put this out. Shirley, who said she was disappointed no one intervened or tried to help with the attack, was left with bruises and bites on her leg, while Sparky also had bite marks. They just stood there, and people are going to see it now, that you're cowardly, she said. Shirley also said that the pit bull needs to be put down following the attack. Something has to be done. I was shaking for days after this happened. In a Facebook post, Shirley said that people should share the video of the attack to raise awareness. This dog came out of nowhere and I'm shaking every time I see it, she wrote in the comment. Meanwhile, Shirley told the local news that her dog has been a source of strength for her amid the attack and is the reason she gets up some days. You've got to take care of your dog. And this woman was, her dog's best friend. I mean, again, I know pit bulls, just like people, are, individual in a singular breed, but I can't ignore also that they are in a shocking amount of these kind of incidents. So maybe there needs to be a training law. Maybe there needs to be something to where we get these bad owners. I like I said, I'm not a geniusologist. I'm not a dogologist. I don't know, but I do know that we have to stop ignoring these problems and actually have the tough conversations. Again, not with malice, not with assuming that anyone that disagrees with you has poor moral judgment, but with the aim to get some of these things solved. Some of these are solvable if we have if we have the difficult conversations. Well, this one's from Oklahoma, but it does look like a particularly Florida kind of story if you know what I mean. An inmate was seen hanging from a rear window of a prisoner transport on an Oklahoma interstate. Cell phone video has captured an inmate hanging out of the back of window of a state prison transport van moving at freeway speeds in Oklahoma City last week on September 2nd, and this video was recorded by Tiggin Martin, who said that she spotted other video of incidents on social media. Now, the incident took place on Interstate 40, a nearly coast-to-coast highway that runs through the heart of Oklahoma City. Martin's video, verified by NBC News, shows. Now, in the video, the inmate, partially covered by an orange jumpsuit, faces traffic behind him and gestures to motorists. The rear window appears to have been removed or broken out, and the vehicle's brake lights can be seen as it moves onto the shoulder of the highway. Martin told NBC affiliate KFOR of Oklahoma City that she was recording the video as her sister was driving on the interstate. "Oh my God," both women say on the accompanying audio with some profanity thrown in. They express concern that the man might try to jump from the vehicle. One of the two men says, "Don't effing do it, bro." The sisters thought they were witnessing some sort of joke. Martin told the station, adding that the incident went by really quickly. It only lasted about a minute or two before they pulled out off the highway. Now, the driver and sister, Alex Martin, said she began to worry that the man would end up on the hood of her vehicle or that he might get struck if he jumped. You're driving and you're trying to pay attention to what you're doing, but you're kind of like, what is this guy doing? The State of Corrections Department said that the van was in the middle of a routine transport when the inmate damaged it and then started hanging out the back of the window. Our officers immediately recognized the situation, exited the highway, and called for additional law enforcement. This man was secured and the trip was completed without further incident. I need to see the body cam footage of this. Please, tiny baby Jesus, let there be body cam of this. Look, just for Friday, I think America, the world needs it. We need to see this absurdity. Please. Well, it's not extinct. A fisherman was nearly stunned to, faintness after catching a massive dinosaur fish that was thought to be extinct. After almost 40 years of absence from Ireland's water, the caviar sturgeon has made a sudden reappearance, the Irish Post can report. So it's not Nessie, but a sturgeon will do. It's no Bigfoot, it's a sturgeon. Declan O'Sullivan, skipper of the Portmanguy trawler. Portmanguy? I know that's a word because they wrote it, but what does it mean? I'm sure it's a type of boat or something. Like I said, not galaxy-brained over here, just human. Trawler, the Trinity, was the fortunate man who caught the 6-foot fish off the coast of Valentina Island in County Kerr. Not immediately recognizing the species, he took pictures and sent them to a marine biologist, Kevin Flannery, director of Dingle Ocean World. "I nearly fell over," Flannery told the Irish Independence. "To see this fossil species, this dinosaur fish, back in our waters is incredible. They were thought to be extinct here. Now, prior to this fish and the second specimen that O'Sullivan claimed to have seen just swimming out of reach, the last sturgeon caught in Ireland was in 1987 when one landed near Kish Lighthouse off of Dublin. The fish associated with royalty and prized for their caviar were hunted to extinction in the area. They had already mostly vanished by the 1970s. That's a tragic end to a story of a fish species that has survived more than 10 million years, making it one of the oldest fish species in the world. It has also meant the loss of a food resource that many enjoyed and relied upon for much of the history of the area. The return of this fish, even in small numbers, may signal that it's time to renew reintroduction efforts. The Irish Wildlife Trust and Blue Marine Foundation have put forward plans to make this a reality. So it does look like a good sign. And I did put this in there. Look, I'm no fishologist and I don't quite get all of the environmental implications, but it's a good story when, nature is healing itself and the fish are coming back. Again, I was hoping that we'd get like Bigfoot or Loch Ness to come back, but this is a good sign.